guys, it's your girl Gemma. Today we will talk about work study, time, and motion study. But before that, we will know first what is productivity all about. Did you know that productivity
Productivity is now an everyday watchword that has crucial to the welfare of industrial firms as well as the economic progress of the country. High productivity refers to doing the work in the shortest possible time with least expenditure on inputs without sacrificing quality and within minimum wastage of resources. Work study forms the basis for work system design. The purpose of work design is to identify the most effective means of achieving necessary functions. This work study aims at improving the existing and proposed ways of doing work and establishing standard times for work preference. Method study is the systematic recording and critical examination of existing and proposed ways of doing work as a means of developing and applying easier and more effective methods and reducing costs. Work measurement is the application or technique designed to establish time for a qualified worker to carry out a specified job at a certain level of performance. Productivity refers to the efficiency of the production system, and it is a quantitative relation between what we produce and we use as a resource to produce them. Productivity equals output, input. Two categories of factors: controllable factors internal and uncontrollable factors external. A. Controllable internal factors. Number 1. Product factors. In terms of productivity, means the extent to which the product meets output requirements. Product is judged by its usefulness. 2. Plant and equipment. This play a prominent role in enhancing the productivity by increasing the productivity of the plant through proper maintenance and reduction of idle time increases the time productivity. 3. Technology. Innovative and latest technology improves the productivity to a greater extent. The various aspects of technology are size and capacity of the plant, time supply and quality of inputs, production planning and control, repairs and maintenance. 4. Material and energy. Efforts to reduce materials and energy consumption brings about considerable improvement in productivity. Selection of quality material and right material, control of wastage and scrap, effective stock control, development of sources of supply, optimum energy utilization and energy savings. Human factors. Productivity is basically dependent upon human competence and skill. 6. Work methods. Improving the ways in which the work is done. Method improves productivity. Work study and industrial engineering techniques and training at the areas which improves the work methods, which in turn enhances the productivity. Management style. A flexible and dynamic management style is a better approach to achieve higher productivity. B. Uncontrollable external factors. 1. Structural adjustment includes both economic and social changes. Economic changes significantly changes are shift in employment from agriculture to manufacturing industry, import of technology and industrial competitiveness. Social changes plays a significant role such as labor force, education, cultural values and attitudes. 2. Natural resources. Manpower, land, and raw materials are vital to the productivity improvement. 3. Government and infrastructure. Government policies and programs. TPM, Total Productivity Measure. Total productivity equals total tangible output, total tangible input. Total tangible output equals value of finished goods produced plus value of partial units produced plus dividend from securities plus interest plus other income. Total tangible input equals value of human plus material plus capital plus energy plus other inputs used. The word tangible here refers to measure. Partial productivity measures PPM. Partial productivity equals total output, individual input. Labor productivity equals total output, labor input. Capital productivity equals total output, capital input. Material productivity equals total output, material input. Energy productivity equals total output, energy input.
Hello guys, I'm Miracle, the second presenter, and today we'll tackle about the productivity improvement techniques. So in this video, we have 6 bases productivity. We have We have 6 bases of productivity improvement techniques. First is technology-based. This is the innovations of technology that historically increased productivity. Second, employee-based. Is a measurement data helps to set standards like production per hour or per shift by work. Third, material-based. This is defined as a computational informing process that enhances the integration between structure, material, and form within the logic of fabrication technologies. Fourth is the process-based. It is a management approach that views a business as a collection of processes managed to achieve a desired result. Product-based is a range of products or services that are produced by a company. And lastly is the task-based. This is the most existing option in the work horizon by switching the task-based rather than time-based arrangements. Work study is a generic term for those techniques, method study, and work measurement which are used in the examination of human work in all contexts. Scope of method study. The scope of method study is not restricted to only manufacturing industries. Steps or procedure involved in method study. 1. Select. To be studied and define its boundaries. 2. Record. Relevant facts about the job by direct observation. 3. Examine. It is the way the job is being performed and challenge its purpose, place, sequence, and methods of performance. 4. Develop. The most practical, economic, and effective method, drawing on the contributions of those concerned. 5. Evaluate. Comparing the cost-effectiveness of the selected new method with the current method of performance. 6. Define the new method as a result in a clear manner and present it to those concerned. 7. Install.
the new method as a standard practice and train the person. 8. Maintain. This is to introduce control procedures to prevent a drifting back to the previous method of work. Considerations for selection of method study. We have the economic aspect. Involves cost and time. Technical aspect has technical knowledge and expertise. And human aspect. Includes workers complaining about unnecessary and tiring work, more frequency or accidents, and inconsistent earning. Next is the recording techniques for method study. We have two types of charts, macro motion chart and micro motion chart.
Hi guys, I'm Kabalhin and I will be your last reporter for today. I will continue the discussion a while ago, so guys, stay tuned. Motion study is a part of method study where analysis of the motion of an operator or work will be studied by following the prescribed methods. Principles of motion study: uses of human body, arrangement of the workplace, design of tools and equipments, recording techniques of motion study. There are two techniques: macro motion study, micro motion study. Work measurement is also called as time study and essential for both the planning and control operations. Techniques of work measurement: repetitive work, in which the main or group of operations repeat continuously during the time spent at the job. Non-repetitive work. It includes some type of maintenance and construction work where the work cycle itself is hardly ever repeated identically. Various techniques of a work study: time study, synthetic data, work sampling, predetermined motion times, analytical estimating. Time study is also called work measurement and essential for both planning and control of operations. Normal equals observed time times rating divided 100. Standard time is the time allowed to an operator to carry out the specified task under specified conditions and defined level of performance. Basic constituents of standard time: elemental observed time, performance rating to compensate for difference in pace of working, relaxation allowance, interference, and contingency allowance, policy allowance. OT, observed time, PRF, performance rating factor, NT, normal time, PA, process allowance, RPA, rest and personal allowance, SA, special allowances, POA, policy allowances. Allowances are categorized as: relaxation allowance are calculated so as to allow the worker to recover from fatigue. Relaxation allowances are of two types: fixed allowances and variable allowances. Fixed allowance are the personal needs and allowances for basic fatigues. Variable allowance are the one who is engaged in heavy work and working under abnormal conditions. Interference allowance. It is an allowance of time included into the work content of the job to compensate the operator for the unavoidable loss of production. Contingency allowance is a small allowance of time which may be included in a standard time to meet legitimate and expected items of work or delays. Policy allowance are not the genuine part of the time study and should be used with utmost care and only in clearly defined circumstances.